Hello, my name is ScottBlair. I'm going to be talking about my Android application today. It's called SharkNMinnows. It's a game. Basically, it's a game of GPS tag where users are allotted into one of two groups, either a shark or a minnow. Upon starting up the application, they the idea is that if you're a shark and you get within a certain distance of a minnow, then you get a point. And if you're in a group of two or more minnows and you get to within that same distance of a shark, then you get a point, or your team gets a point, or So the game's meant to be played more passively than actively. So users will basically just put the phone in their pocket, and they'll just get notifications upon events that happen that the server tells the phone about, and then they'll know whether or not there's another player around, or if they've scored a point, or if there's some sort of token or hiding spot that they can go to. So so let's talk about the features of the game. So when you load up the game, there is a processing sketch. Speech processing is a Java library that just for drawing and sketches. So when you load the game, there's nothing that the user really interacts with. They're told whether or not they're a shark, and they have their points up top, and then this animation sort of plays in the background with music, and and then when things happen, I have toasts that pop up, toast messages saying certain events have happened. Moving into the location listener, so I have a course and find location listener. It does it on location changed rather than just constantly pinging it every seconds. Just want to conserve battery, because that's an issue with this game, is that it takes up a lot of battery. So I have the user data. It's a unique ID generated by a random algorithm, the longitude and latitude, and whether or not the user is or is not a shark. Then this data is sent in a JSON post to the Node.js server, which, as you can see here, basically post the data, come over to the server here, reload the app real quick. So the data's been posted, and then we move over to the server. We receive the data. A player has been added. We come over to the server. We refresh the server. And then, as you can see, the new player has been added. And that's it for the server. The server will handle all the events, all of the calculations for the player distance and movements. Where we're at in time. Okay, wonderful. So so none of that's important for this. For the sake of this demonstration, going back to the application, we have the game handler. So after it goes to the server will send back JSON data, and that will be handled by another class that I've yet to build and then it'll be sent to here, which will basically generate sounds, notifications, different in-game phenomena that the user will get on the client side. And then that seems to be it. Those are all the classes, and that's the application. What else to talk about? Talk about the server for a moment, I suppose. So basically, the data comes in, and the server runs live and updates all the information and posts new players with all of their IDs and types and longitude and latitude. I'll do the calculations out. I'll probably have an algorithm for determining what the optimal gameplay is like with, how many sharks to minnows in the area. Play with that calibration a little bit. When I submit the application, it'll most likely be just fake data that'll just be generated just for the sake of demonstration. There will also be a user interface that you can go to, a website you can go to and watch representations of the data moving around. And so thank you very much.